Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the Main Talk Show, a program which inspires, empowers, educates, entertains, and exposes mankind to the fact that all individuals are unique and we all have the power to change the face of the world. Now we're into the second episode of our relationship series, and we will be talking about the topic titled Sex and Love. Sex and love. When we talk about sex and love in a relationship, most times it is always misinterpreted or misconceived. Sex is a consuming intimacy between a man and a woman, in which the man inserts his genitals into the woman and they consummate. Definitely, sex is a mutual agreement between a man and a woman, not rape this time around. We're talking about sex. I told us what love is in our previous episode of this show. That is the last episode of this show. Now, what is sex? How then is sex related to love? How then is sex related to love? Many youths, especially ladies, have been deceived that sex is love. And they have been lied to by most men that without sex, love is incomplete. But it is wrong. Sex is not love. It has never been love and it will never be love. Ask our married women, ask the parents. Most times, you discover that sex is just an intimate act between married couples. Just married couples, not intending couples this time around. It's an intimate act between married couples in which they engage in fun and they do it for reproduction purposes. Okay, there are instances where we hear our parents talk about their relationship, and you will discover that though they are in love, but sex is not the binding force that holds them together. Sex is not the binding force that holds the marriage together. Sex is just an aspect of marriage that is as important as love. But it's not the binding force that holds lovers together. So, where and how should sex be done? Firstly, our bodies are the temple of the living God. For the youths, we are not meant to have sex with our body until we are married. Like one of my mentors said to me, to Louis, she said, sex is a very good thing, but we don't have the right to use our sex drive till we are married. So our marriage certificate is the right to our sex drive. Hello? So firstly, our sex drive should be used only when we are married. So, in a dating relationship, intending couples, we should learn to keep ourselves holy. It makes you more attractive to the man. It makes you more presentable. Don't let a man fool you into believing that everything about love is sex. No, it is all lies. Sex is not love, and love is not sex. So, now to the married men or women, how do you enjoy sex in marriage and improve your marriage by it? According to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 4 to 5. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 4 to 5. I quote, "The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife. Now, defraud ye not one another, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency." Definitely, as a husband and a wife, you have no power over your own body. Your wife has the power to your body. Your husband has the power to your body. So you have no right to defraud your husband of sex because of a fight or because you guys have a misunderstanding. So you will discover that as a married man or woman, it is mandatory. It is a mandatory act to avoid adultery. You have to engage in sex. So your sex life should be kept active and it should be kept fresh every day, every time you guys consummate. It should be kept active and fresh. Now, so if you're in marriage and your sex life is not fully functional the way it should, it could be as a result of loss of interest on the part of the husband due to the appearance of the wife and approach of the wife to sex. So married women out there, have you ever considered taking a shower before going to bed after a long day at work? I've actually think getting a shower before going to bed. It helps you to look fresh. It keeps you fresh and healthy. Your skin looks fresh and healthy, and it helps you look appealing. It helps you look appealing to your husband. We have people with mouth odor. It happens. Why not brush twice daily? Brush in the morning and brush at night to avoid this undesirable odor that can destroy your sex life in marriage. How do you dress to bed? Do you go to bed dressed as if you're going to a very cold island? Having in mind your husband is lying down next to you on that same bed, why not opt for cheaper and silky materials with soft texture and appealing appearance and see the difference it makes to your sex life? We talk about light scented perfumes, how it helps your sex life grow. Light scented perfumes works a magic. It is something you can wear lightly before going to bed, or you can opt for a roll-on to just keep your body smelling nice, scenting nice, even while you are asleep. So how do you even appear during the day? This is as important as the way you appear at night. How do you appear during the day? Do you appear tied yourself in a wrapper as at 10 a.m. in the morning? Instead of going around in wrappers at this time of the day, you could have taken your bath, keep your hair fresh and scented, wear a nice dress, take care of your skin and face. It makes you more appealing to your husband and helps you to improve your sex life even as a married couple. It helps you improve your sex drive even as a married couple. So as for the youth, I am not saying sex is wrong. Don't get me wrong. In fact, sex is so damn right. But it must be done when you're ready to bear the consequences attached to it. So as to prevent unwanted pregnancy, abortion, sexually transmitted diseases, I would advise you that sex should be kept within the marriage wall. It should be kept within the marriage wall. That is why it is best to be done within the marriage wall to guarantee you protection, to give you that assurance, that you're safe, that you're protected, that you can enjoy the full pleasure of sex without having to endanger your lives by taking all those drugs that can cause harm to your body or even cause infertility in the future. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the show. It is as interesting and as short as I would like it to be. So to learn more about your sex life, you can drop me a message. You can visit me. You can message me. My contact is on my bio. So you can message me, drop me a message if you want some topics you want us to discuss and how you want us to approach sex life and love. You can also drop me your questions and drop me your messages. Now bringing me to the quote of the day. And this quote of the day will be the quote we'll be using throughout all this episode. I shun hatred. I shun hatred. I vote for love. Again, I shun hatred. I vote for love. So that will be our quotes all through this series of this show, the relationship series titled Let's Make Love Rule. And I hope you have all enjoyed it. Please share those messages to people, tell them about it, let them know about Dummy Main Talk Show, let them join. You can drop your messages, you can ask your questions, and I will appreciate you joining me this same time next weekend. God bless you.